Hello, and welcome to SoulSpaUniversity, where your souls can run free and your minds are free to expand. Today, I've gathered all the interesting news, as well as the deep follow-up details that you have yet to learn, but we'll all learn right here in this condensed podcast full of it all, which will save you time and energy rummaging through much of most likely clickbait and depressing news, etc. So all the interesting stuff is right here, right now for you. But before we dive right in, which we will in 1 second, and you're gonna wanna hear it, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe, and sharing would just be amazing for us. We wanna continue to put out this content for you and save you time and energy during your busy day. Okay, so diving right in, Tommy. Okay, so there was a woman that contracted HPV in a car that looks just like mine, literally my car. Oh. And she sued the guy for HPV. It gets better. He didn't have money. So then she went after Geico, his car insurance.
Okay.
Yeah, so Geico gave her no attention, time or day. And she said, listen, I'll settle for 1.1 million. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's not so bad.
Geico, again, didn't give her any time and attention. She just won $5.5 million from a lawsuit against Geico for contracting HPV from their insured clients.
What? That's insane. That's insane.
Shouldn't we all be rewarded for the HPV we've contracted in our 20s? Just kidding. But seriously, I mean, men just carry that like it's candy and don't even know. And I've never heard of such a thing, let alone Geico getting sued. This is mind-blowing.
Yeah, because now it opens up the doors for people suing, I guess, for sexually transmitted diseases left and right. It's like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know if it's crazier than our next story. So this elephant, okay, literally killed this lady, literally just was the friendliest, nicest elephant, just hated some lady, trampled her to death, okay, killed this lady, okay. I know, it's sad, and yet this story also gets 11 times crazier. Could you imagine? Think of the craziest thing that could possibly happen after that.
I have a pretty vivid imagination.
Well, at her funeral, the elephant came back.
Why? Where is this that this elephant's just hanging out?
I'm not sure either. Did they have the funeral at the same spot? I'm confused. Either way, the elephant took the lady out of the casket, flung her around rampantly.
Oh my God.
I know, talk about resting in peace, then trampled her again, like multiple times before it ran off.
That's hilarious. Oh my God, what?
I knew you'd like that story. You didn't hear it
yet? Oh my God. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it's so funny. No, it's messed up. Sorry, lady. It's family, but holy Lord. Oh, my stomach hurts.
On a less funny note, let's just transfer right into something really serious.
Oh my God.
Remember the Petito story?
Oh man, yes.
Well, here's the latest. Okay. So 8 pages from that notebook that Brian Laundrie was found with dead, like his remains were found with a notebook written by him. Basically reveals a story that says this. Basically, they were in the dark and he heard a scream, which was Gabby, and a splash. He went and he got her, and she had a lump growing from her head that just kept growing. And she was freezing because it was at night. And he kept trying to keep her warm. And he built a fire, and she wouldn't let him leave. And then he just strangled her to put her out of her misery.
Because she was cold?
I guess. So that's the story he wrote in the notebook, which was pretty much trying to be like, this is what happened. I killed her out of mercy.
I mean, from all the evidence of him setting things up so that he would either get away or whatever, when he went straight to his parents, got the lawyer, everything before they even knew she was missing, the freaking phone, all that. I think maybe this was like a preemptive, oh, look, I had to do it if he were still alive.
Yeah. So, so then it gets crazier. There's also another version of the story that is not the same. It is different, and it's written by him on a device, and that's not yet disclosed, but it's not the same as the story of what happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then it gets even crazier. His mom, there was a letter found from his mom. And in that was written to Brian between the time of Gabby's death and Brian being home, before Brian killed himself, that basically is offering some assistance to Brian. But they're not revealing what yet. And
Okay.
on the envelope of the letter, it says burn after you read this.
Okay.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like,
What?
God, these people.
Obviously,
like,
this is implying that she knew something.
yeah, of course she knew. Like,
Yeah.
without a
You
doubt.
never want to speculate, but now it's pretty obvious.
But they honestly, I understand it's their son, all that nonsense, but they have to be tried as criminals too. I mean, they were aiding abetting a murderer.
I don't. Okay, so I don't think that he did this all on purpose, but I do think that something happened. This is what I just feel. I just feel like something happened where he lost it, and somehow his outrage went a little too far, and then he, like, and then he didn't know how to rectify it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he like plotted it or like did it on purpose, but I think his outburst may have had consequences that were like, like if she lives, he's worried about life in prison, like, or that where it's so bad, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it doesn't excuse anything he did, like never kill somebody ever, but that's my guess, but
Well,
the
now,
details of that.
yeah. Well, now since he's dead, we could, like, the speculation could be anywhere, go anywhere with it. Crime of passion.
Well, that's where we are in the investigation. So that's the latest on that. And in the last part of his 8 pages, it actually says, please pick up all my belongings, as Gabby hates littering.
Where's that elephant when you need him?
Speaking of litter, human trash was found on Mars.
Oh, yes, I heard about this.
Yes, in fact, you did some investigating on this.
Very little. Because I'm like, yeah, at this point, I think human trash is everywhere in the universe.
Who's polluting Mars? Who's polluting Mars? Can we just all get our ish together? Like, it's bad enough we're just polluting things left and right. Now it's spread that far.
Yeah, I mean, We are a messy race.
Do we need the home edit on Mars at this point? Is that how messy we've become?
Unfortunately, yes, because they're like, oh, it's space, it'll fly off. It's gonna fly somewhere.
In a better feel-good story, someone was rescued by Grubhub. Recently in the Bronx, somebody was held captive against their will and subjected to a lot of physical and sexual abuse, and they were in a hostage situation. Well, they ordered something on Grubhub, and in the additional notes, it basically said, please call the cops. I'm held here against my will. Come with cops, don't make it obvious. So that's how she escaped. They came with some cops and she escaped. Isn't that great?
Wait, how does she have access to a phone and not just call the cops herself? Because you have to use your phone to get.
Hear her probably.
I guess. That's weird. I'm like, well, I'm happy she's safe. Or he. Did you say she?
She.
Okay, well, I'm happy she's safe. Good thinking on her part.
Yeah, yeah. So that's awesome. Also, didn't you find out there's like another solar system near us?
Oh yeah, no, but that's old news. What is the name? What is the name? Oh, I wish you had mentioned it earlier. I would have kept down the information. Sorry, folks. This one's actually slipping my mind.
It's fine, guys. It'll be on the next one. Make sure to stay tuned. In the meantime, while Putin is threatening nuclear war, Biden responds by falling off of his bike. So please make sure, tune in for the next. We have a lot more amazing news for you. Keep you updated on the latest and actually interesting news that you might not hear often or at all, possibly. Please hit the like to support us so we can keep putting out this content for you. Subscribe and sharing would be amazing. And if anybody would like to either be on the show or have an intuitive spiritual coaching session or anything like that with me, all the links are in the description box. And we'd be so, so appreciative. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and make sure to check out our playlist and our next video. Stay tuned.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.